Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready to dive in?
Always ready. What are we looking at today?
Well, today we're taking a trip to India. Well, kind of. Through the movies. We're checking out this movie, All India Rank. Everyone's talking about it.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. Sounds interesting.
It really does.
Hmm.
And we've got this awesome review from moviekaticket.com. Gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Apparently, it's not your typical coming-of-age story.
Oh, so there's more to it. I'm intrigued.
Oh yeah, way more. So the movie takes place in Kota. Ever heard of it?
Kota, yeah, it's like that city in India, famous for its IIT coaching.
Exactly. You know your stuff. The review called it a pressure cooker environment. Can you even imagine?
It's kind of wild. Like, picture thousands of students all crammed into this one city, every single one aiming for the same thing, getting into those super prestigious IITs, the Indian Institutes of Technology.
Yeah, the IITs.
Yeah.
Talk about pressure.
It's crazy. It's like a whole city obsessed with this academic arms race. Parents pushing, societal expectations, everyone thinking it's like a golden ticket to a secure future.
I bet that's a lot to handle, especially for a teenager.
Right. And that's where the movie comes in. We meet Vivek, this 17-year-old kid, right in the thick of it all.
Ooh, so he's our main guy, trying to survive in Kota.
Exactly. But you know what's really cool about All India Rank? It doesn't just focus on Vivek. We get to see how all this pressure affects families too.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like a bigger picture kind of thing.
Totally. Like, we see Vivek's parents go through this whole emotional journey. At first, they're all about those IIT acceptance letters, but then they start wondering, is that all there is? Is that what defines success?
Man, that's such a universal feeling, isn't it? Wanting what you think is best for your kids, but then realizing maybe happiness is somewhere else entirely.
For sure. And the review really highlighted that, how All India Rank tackles those tough emotions.
They did. They said it was really well done.
It sounds like it. It shows how heavy those parental expectations can be, especially in a culture where academic achievement is like everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's tricky, right? You want to support your kids, but you also want them to find their own passions, their own path. And All India Rank doesn't shy away from any of that.
It's a tough balance.
Yeah.
So the review also mentions some amazing actors. Bodhisattva Sharma plays Vivek, and then there's Samtha Sudiksha and Shashi Bhushan. Oh, and some familiar names too, like Sheeba Chaddha.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is. And Geeta Agarwal Sharma. I love her work.
Great cast, for sure. And sounds like they really nailed it. Brought a lot of depth and realness to their roles. Makes a huge difference in a story like this.
Right. Because you really need to feel those emotions.
Yeah.
Especially in such a unique setting. Speaking of which, what did the review say about how Kota looks in the film?
Oh, they praised the cinematography a lot. Archana Gangrikar, they said she did a phenomenal job capturing the intensity of Kota's coaching culture. Like, you can practically feel the weight of those expectations just from the visual.
Wow, so the movie really immerses you in that world.
It sounds like it, yeah.
And speaking of immersion, there were a couple of songs from the soundtrack the review mentioned. The Har Zara and Ha Kai. Apparently they just add so much to the emotion of it all. Have you heard them?
Can't say I have, but that's the beauty of film scores, right? Music just hits you differently, amplifies everything you're seeing.
Totally. Like you said earlier, it's such a powerful tool.
Absolutely. And from the sound of it, All India Rank uses that power really effectively, adds a whole other dimension to the story.
Okay, so wrapping up, it seems like All India Rank is so much more than just your typical coming-of-age movie. We've got societal pressures, those crazy expectations, and this search for meaning in a world that's obsessed with, well, being the best.
It really does go deep, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm definitely putting it on my watch list. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm in. I'm curious to see how they handle it all.
Me too. And I guess thinking about this film, it makes you wonder, how much do our own cultures influence our ideas about education and success?
That's a great question. Because, yeah, it's different everywhere, right? Like, what's considered successful can change from one place to the next. It makes you think, what are the consequences of all that? Are we pushing too hard, or are we pushing in the right direction?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Something to think about for sure.
Totally. Definitely worth pondering, for sure.
It is. Well, that's our deep dive into All India Rank. If you guys check it out, let us know what you think. Until next time, keep exploring.
See you next time.
Bye.